Good morning, learners of African Stars International School. I'm teacher Roha, grade 2 English teacher. Welcome to our English e-learning lesson 9, term 2. And today we are going to look at past tense. Before that, let's give solutions to the activity in lesson 8. Our first question, underline the correct word in the brackets. We have am, is, are. So here the correct word is because here the boy, it's only one boy, so this sentence is in singular form. So the boy is wearing a cap. B, beds are sitting on the three tops. Beds, they are a lot, so we are going to use auxiliary verb to be are. Number 2, fill in the blanks with the present continuous form of the verbs given in the brackets. Don't forget to use am, is, or are. We have rain, go, and let. A, it is raining outside. B, Carmen and Rita are going to school. C, we are letting ourselves go. That's how you're supposed to answer. Okay, let's start with our topic for today, past tense. Past tense talks about something that took place or happened in the past. It talks about something that took place or happened in the past. Let's quickly look at these examples. I talked to Silka yesterday. So this person talked to Silka yesterday. So it already happened in the past. Our second example, we wrote a test on Monday. So these people wrote a test on the past Monday. Both these sentences are in past tense. Regular verbs. For you to indicate that an action happened in the past, you need to take note of the following points. A, regular verbs. So for the regular verbs, you add ed at the end of the verb. You add ed at the end of the verb. Okay, like here, cook. The past tense of cook is cooked. We add ed to the verb cook. Our second, open is opened. Show, showed. Walk, walked. Play, played. All of these verbs are in past tense. Irregular verbs. Here you don't need to add ed at the end of the verb. Okay, you don't need to add ed at the end of the verb, but the whole verb completely change. Like here, go. The past tense of go is went. The past tense of take is took. Write, wrote. Drink, drank. Drive, drove. Okay, if the verb ends with a consonant, a vowel, and another consonant, you need to double the last letter before adding ed. If the verb ends with a consonant, then a vowel, and another consonant, you double the last letter, which is the last consonant, before adding ed. Like here, skip. The verb skip ends with K, which is a consonant, I, which is a vowel, P, which is a consonant. So you double the last letter, which is a consonant, which is P, and add ed. So the past tense of skip is skipped. Rub is rubbed. Plane is planed. Stop is stopped. Drop, dropped. But you need to take note of this. Don't double the last letter if it's an X or W. You don't need to double the last letter if it's an X or W. Like in this example, we have box. Box, the last letter is X, so we did not double X here, but we just add E and D to the word box. So the past tense of box is boxed. Okay, if a verb already ends with an E, you just add D. If a verb already ends with an E, for you it's just to add D. Like here, live, this a verb ends with E, so here we just add D. The past tense of live is lived. Force, forced. Bake, baked. Joke, joked. Okay, our last point, if a verb ends with a consonant in Y, you change the Y to an I and then you add ED. If a verb ends with a consonant in a Y, you change the Y to an E, or you replace that Y with I and add ED to that verb. Like here, study is studied. Here we replace Y with I, then we add ED. So the past tense of study is studied. Cry is cried. Hurry is hurried. For your activity, you must write the past tense of the following verbs. A, we have give. B, swim. C, do. D, know. And the last one is watch. You must write the past tense of those verbs. And we have come to the end of today's lesson. Answers to the activity in this lesson is going to be provided in our next lesson. Keep safe, wash your hands, and avoid crowded places in order to fight COVID-19.